Good evening, everyone. I'm Selina, and today I'm going to talk about a kind of sport, or we can say a kind of martial arts. Do you have ever learned martial arts before?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, that's great. I guess some of you did learn before, and the martial art I'm going to talk about today is a very popular one. It is Taekwondo. I think all of you did know what Taekwondo is, right? Yes. And that's fine, that's good. And today during my speech, I'm going to separate it into two parts. The first part I'm going to talk about my learning in Taekwondo. And the second part I'm going to give a brief introduction about Taekwondo. First of all, let's look at this picture. Can you find where I am?
There.
Yeah. I think it's quite easy to find since I haven't changed that much on my figure. Still quite. And this is one of the reasons why my father has asked me to attend a Taekwondo class. I started to learn Taekwondo since I was 10 years old. And my father brought my younger brother and I to attend the Taekwondo class. At first, not like my brother, who was totally enjoying this kind of exercise. I just couldn't believe that my father hadn't forced me to attend this kind of class. Non-stop kicking and non-stop fighting. What was more is, the class is on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which means 3 times a week. Oh my gosh. And not only did it make me really tired every time after this 2-hour class, but it gradually became a secret that buried in my mind, not willing to tell any of my friends. To be frank, I did feel a little bit shameful to talk about my learning Taekwondo is because my father wanted me to lose weight. However, things have gradually changed when the first Taiwanese Taekwondo competitors, Chen Shixin, Zhu Muyan, won the champion and Huang Zhixiong won the silver medal on 2004 Olympics Games. I started to learn more about Taekwondo. And what was more, there are more and more news talk about some bad guys knocked down by the people who have learned Taekwondo. They really inspired me, so I plucked up my courage and raised my hand to volunteer attend a Taekwondo competition. Though I lose the game finally, I did learn a lot and have fun. And as for this one, this is me. What we're doing is just like giving a performance about by doing some skillful and beautiful Taekwondo techniques in front of the temple. And step by step, I overcame those negative thoughts with a more positive attitude, and now consequently I'm now in great honor that I have learned Taekwondo. And next, I'm going to briefly introduce you some information about Taekwondo. Taekwondo is originated from Korea, and it's without doubt a kind of martial arts that can protect ourselves. As we can see, Taekwondo, this word, can be separated into 3 parts. The first part means foot, Tai means the foot, leg, and the step on. And the second part, one means the feast and fight, and the third part, Do, means the way and discipline. So Taekwondo, this word, is the right way of using our all parts of body to stop fights and help build a better and more peaceful world. And the next I'm going to introduce is the Taekwondo belt. The Taekwondo belt, which symbolize the advancement through the ranks. And for the beginner, they started with no belt or a white belt. It's depending on the particular school. And through a series of instruction and testing, we move up in the ranks and our belt color changes with us. And I'm now in this one. I'm the second assistant instructor. As I mentioned before, if we want to move up in rank, we have to take a test. Besides confrontation, there is still another very important technique that we have to learn, and we call the pose. The pose is a series of movements for offense and defense techniques, which can be practiced and trained in accordance with a fixed patterns. And by practicing the pose, we can apply to some special techniques. And the last one, ki hap. It is P, ki hap. Ki hap is different from yelling or shouting. If you look up in newer dictionaries, you can find spirited yell or spirited shout as a translation, like like this one and whatever else. But its original meaning is quite far from any shouting or any vocabulary sounds. Also, ki hap, this word can be separated into two parts. And the first part, ki, is meaning energy, life force, and or power. And hap means the coordinate, gather, and concentrate. So ki hap is also a word that means coordination, gathering, and concentration of our power, our life force, and our energy. All in all, Taekwondo can be characterized by the unity of our life, our mind, and our body, and the unity of the pose, the confrontation, and the cracking down. At last, Taekwondo is definitely a kind of sport that all of us can learn. And hope you can enjoy the sharing of my experience of learning Taekwondo and my brief introduction about Taekwondo. Toastmasters of the evening.
Dare to give Selina any troubles because after hearing his speech, I feel a little. So now.